Hello, class, and welcome to this introductory video for Principles of Accounting 2 for the Summer 2 over 2021 term. My name is Chad Dungeon, pronounced like luncheon, but with a D. Maybe I've had some of you for Accounting 1. Maybe I just had you earlier for the Summer 1 term. I'm just kind of making this video, and we're going to run through some things. We're going to run through the syllabus. We're going to run through how to get onto the course and access it and stuff like that. Start off by telling you a little bit about me. I'm just finishing up my very first year here in Arkansas. Actually, July 13th will be my 1-year anniversary of moving into this wonderful state, and I absolutely love it down here. I have a passion for teaching. I spent most of my life in retail management until I went back to school later in life and got a master's of professional accountancy degree from Illinois State University. I got that in 2019, and as a graduate assistant, I started tutoring and just found a passion for teaching. Taught 1 year at a small school in Illinois before it closed down due to financial reasons. And I felt extremely blessed to get offered the opportunity here at ASU-BB. And hopefully I'm making the most of it. They've asked me to come back next year, so that's a good start. All right, so yes, we are going to be doing Accounting 2 this semester. So you guys are all struggled through Accounting 1. Maybe you really enjoyed Accounting 1. Okay, so it could be good news or bad news, but Accounting 2 is going to be totally different than Accounting 1. There's only really one chapter where we go into journal entries, and it's just one little minor part of one chapter. So all those debits and credits, you really don't have to worry about it a lot. We're going to be doing what we call managerial accounting in Accounting 2. Okay. And as we get into the lectures and stuff, you'll learn more about that. So I won't bore you with that right now. But just know that I found, me personally, I like financial accounting. I like Accounting 1. And then when you go on in your schooling, if you're an accounting major, you'll do intermediate accounting 1 and 2, which is financial accounting. And then you'll do intermediate cost accounting, which is an intermediate level of this class. And I've always been a financial guy. I mean, I get the managerial accounting and I can do it and I'll teach it just fine, but I just have more fun with the financial accounting. Some people are the exact opposite. Some people really love managerial accounting, but cannot stand financial accounting. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is don't have any preconceived notions of what this class is going to be like based off what maybe you did in Accounting 1 or what it was like, because it is going to be totally different type of material. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and I'm going to bring up your Canvas page. Here's the name screen share and go away. This is going to be your home page. Okay, when you open up, you should see this. And actually, you should have already seen this because this video is going to be linked down here at the bottom. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move into student view instead of off of my view. Okay, we have some things here. Here you have a link to your syllabus. I'm sure you're all very familiar with Canvas so far. As you can see at this point in time, it has all your assignments on there. I only have the first unit on here. And the exam should be showing too, but it's not, but it's all right. Okay, there will be more stuff added as we go along. I changed the books this semester, so I'm kind of developing all the homework questions and everything. I will stay ahead of you guys, okay? But as you see, and then we have our syllabus document, which we'll get to here in just a little bit. I just kind of want to run you through the Canvas first. In your modules, I hope you spend a lot of time in your modules. Okay, first thing, everybody needs to do this. The attendance course and acknowledgement for summer, it counts as your attendance. You need to do this the very first day after you watch this video. Very first thing, go in, it's just a yes or no question, okay? I'm glad we did that because I needed to make that seem to you. Okay. After that, here we are using Cengage, okay? If you've done Accounting 1 recently, if you've done it either last spring, fall, or even in the summer, okay, you use Cengage. It is the same process, okay? We do not have a physical copy of the textbook, although you can get one if you want to, but you do need to buy the Cengage Unlimited card. Okay, it's $119 for 4 months. If you took accounting 1 in the summer, that same card should be good for this class. Okay, so if not, that is what you are going to need to purchase in order to access all the course materials, the books, the homework, the quizzes, the exams. They are all going to be done through the Cengage platform. Okay, so when we go to access the course, first thing, buy your Cengage Unlimited Access Pass, okay? Make sure it's getting you all access, not just book access, okay? Because there's, if you go to the website, there's 2 different ones. And I believe the one you want is $119. Okay. And then once you have that, you can come on here and any of these up here are Cengage resources. This one here, MindTap Reader, this is your actual textbook. Okay, this is just going to link you straight to the textbook. So once I have my code, I will come click on this one here, this link here. Then it's probably going to ask you to sign into your Cengage account and then either enter your access code or it's going to just give you course access if you bought your stuff straight through Cengage and it credited it to your account. Okay. But anytime you have any issues with Cengage, there's not a lot I can do with it at home. So there's a technical support link here. Okay, I am not real familiar with this unlimited student dashboard. It is something brand new with this textbook. I'm making it available to you. They say it has great resources, but just not counting for a grade. You don't have to use it. But if you do want to look around on it, I'm going to start looking around on it more in the fall to see what it has to offer. But if you do and you try something, you find something out, please let me know what you find. Okay, like I said, and then this one is straight for your book. Once we get into the units, okay, for each unit, I'm going to have a module for it. As you can see, it's a pretty big module right now. There's just unit 1. There's a total of 4 units in this course. But for each unit here, I have an outline. It's just a Word document where I outline the focal points of what I think is important for the chapter that I'm going to focus on when I go through the lectures. Okay, you can consider that your study guide as well. Okay, for your exam, use your outline as your study guide. I have the PowerPoint. As soon as I get done making this video, I'm going to start making my lecture videos. Okay, so you have chapter 1 outline, chapter 1 PowerPoint. Underneath here, you're going to see a link. Next, it's going to say chapter 1 video. Okay. Chapter 1 lecture video. And it'll be me lecturing, going through the PowerPoints and the outline. Okay, same thing with chapter 2. You have the outline PowerPoint, and then you're going to have it linked down here where I'll have a video for it. Then I have a chapter 1 and 2 handout. Okay, these chapters are really linked together. I didn't want to do them separately, so they're counting kind of as one chapter when it comes to homework, grades, and points, as you can see, because then I have a chapter 1 and 2 homework. This is your link to Cengage, so you can get in and do your homework assignment. Okay, these are usually 6 to 8 questions. Okay, designed to test what we've just went over in the lectures here. And then you have a chapter 1 and 2 quiz. The chapter 1 and 2 quiz, there are always 10 questions and they're multiple choice. I'll explain it now while we're here. On your homework, okay, you're doing it through Cengage. You get 2 attempts to do your homework. Okay. If you remember doing your homework, there is a check my work button on there. For each question on each attempt, you can check my work once. Once you submit your assignment, it's going to give you a grade. If you want to improve your grade, you can go back in and do it a second time. It is going to remember everything that you have in there. Okay, everything that you got right is going to be there. It's just going to remove the stuff you got wrong. So you only have to do what you missed on your previous attempts. When you go back in on your second submission, again, you're going to get another check my work button. Okay, so you get multiple attempts to get these right. The quizzes are 10 multiple choice questions each. You get 15 minutes on those, and you get to take it twice, and you take your best score. It is not going to remember your previous answers, and you just go back in and try to re-answer the ones you got wrong. You actually have to go through and answer all the questions again. Okay, and when we go through the syllabus, you'll see how all these points add up. Basically, every chapter that we do is going to have a homework and a quiz on it. Okay, so we have a chapter 3 outline, chapter 3 PowerPoint, then there'll be a chapter 3 video. Once I get it made, outline PowerPoint video, 3 and 4 I've worked together, handout. So there'll be a handout video. These handouts, they are not for grades, but I can't stress enough how important they will be to help you understand the material. These are questions I pulled out of the textbook. On the handout, I just put them there in word form, and then I'm going to give you an answer video. Okay, so if you think you're understanding it, great. Try to do that. Try to do the handout, and then watch the video, and just kind of check yourself before you get started on your homework. Okay, if you watch the lecture video and you're still a little confused, you don't understand, work through the handout with me as I'm doing it before you start your homework, and hopefully that'll help things make more sense. Okay. So every unit will have these, and I'm going to switch to my other class for you real quick. Just let me leave student view. Go to my Accounting 1 class, because I want you to see your modules here are going to get really, oh, what happened? Well, I moved it to the top, but that's pretty cool. We got these lower, so okay. So here's what, when I put the videos on, that's what it's gonna look like. It'll be a lecture video. I have chapter handout 1 answers. I had more handouts in Accounting 1. Okay, as you can see, each unit can get fairly long. When we get down to the very end, I'll make your exam. I'll put a link up for your exam to go through there. On the videos, that's another reason why I brought you here. Click on the videos, it's going to bring this up. It says refuse to connect. What you have to do is go just up here. My lights went off. And if you click on that, it's going to link you to the site, and it's going to take you right to the video. All right. So that's kind of how that works.
Some of the answers on your own, and I'm doing now.
All right, so let's go back to our class. Run through our syllabus real quick. Okay, there's my information. I am going to be in the office probably 2 days a week, at least, because I will be making videos and doing other things where I need to be around here for. Okay, so if you ever want some one-on-one help, you are more than welcome to come to my office. If you contact me on the home page of our Canvas, I gave you my email address. I even give you my cell phone number on there. Okay, I was a little iffy about doing that. But being that I'm not in my office all the time, and you're not gonna be able to call, and even if you call and leave me a voicemail on my office phone, I may not get to it for a couple days if I don't come in. I wanted you to have a quicker way to contact me in case you need immediate assistance. Okay, I usually respond. If you haven't before, you know I respond to my emails fairly quickly. Okay, I'm not gonna, hopefully I don't make you wait more than a day, even if I get on and say, hey, I can't look at this right now, I'll get back to you and give you some time, okay? We're not gonna worry about COVID-19 interruption basically here because everything's online anyway, so we're not meeting. So yes, this is an introduction to managerial accounting with an emphasis on accounting and reporting for manufacturing entities. So everything we did in Accounting 1 was for retail businesses, okay? Now we're gonna be talking about businesses that manufacture and sell products. And then for decision-making, okay? After we talk about manufacturing companies, I told you it's gonna be basically 4 different kind of units we're doing here. There's going to be 4 different types of things. Okay, I talked about the required and supplementary materials. You need that Cengage Unlimited access. The textbook, physical textbook is not required, but if you want one, we are using Managerial Accounting, the cornerstone of business decision-making, 7th edition by Mowen, Hansen, and Hiker. Okay. To grade this, we are going to have a total of 750 points. Okay. There will be 4 exams total. There's 4 units. Each unit will have a unit exam worth 100 points. The very last one will be considered your final exam. It will have an additional 50 points of comprehensive questions from the previous ones, from the previous chapters. Okay, so you have 3 400-point exams, plus an additional 50 points on exam 4 for that comprehensive final part. There's 10 homework assignments and 10 quizzes. The homework assignments are 20 points each. The quizzes are 10 points each. That makes a total of 300 points for a total of 750 points. So now you know what your points you can shoot for there. It is a simple 90, 80, 70, 60 scale. Academic honesty policy. I can't see you. Can't see you do your work. You have to have integrity and honesty, especially when taking online classes. I expect you to take your tests and your quizzes, all closed books without your notes open, stuff like that. I really want you to learn accounting. Okay, but you're on your own for it. Your final exam will be done through Proctorio. If you took a summer 1 class, the good news is that the $5 fee is now waived, but you still got to have all the technological requirements. Still kind of a pain, but at least the money is gone out of it, which was the students' biggest complaints. Okay, so here's some more important dates. July 6th, you can finally see this. That has to be at least today because you're watching this video. You only have 1 day to get out of this class, 1 day to drop without being penalized with some financial charges, okay? You have up until the 12th, so basically you have 6 days to get half your money back. Okay, and that's also our attendance day. I have to take attendance twice a week. We're going to have assignments coming due, as you're going to see every 3 days. If you're turning in your assignments on time, you're going to get marked as being present. If you miss an assignment, you are going to be marked as absent for missing those 3 days. Okay, excessive absences will get you dropped from the class. It's a 5-week class. We go very, very fast. You cannot afford to fall behind or get a late start or anything like that. As you see, we start July 6th, and by August 5th, we are having our final exams. Things we're going to do in this class. Okay, we're going to differentiate between cost flow systems and manufacturing, job costing, process costing. Learn about the different types of costs, direct materials, direct labor, manufacturing overhead, all that fun stuff. We're going to analyze and record transactions for our costs. Should say cost accounting system. I need to proofread a little bit better, don't I? I have to make sure that's changed for the fall. Yes. Okay. So analyze and record transactions. We're going to make some statements. We're going to make a cost of good manufacturer statement. Learn how to make a cost of goods sold statement, a manufacturing company's income statement, and those kind of things. We're going to prepare cost reports, job order costing sheets, differential analysis reports, capital analysis reports, those kind of things. And then we're going to do some budgeting and apply the budgeting process. I've already talked about attendance. Okay, how it's recorded. Talk about response. Makeup, late work policy. Okay. I know life happens. Okay. But we have deadlines for a reason. You need to meet the deadlines on time. For homework assignments, the homework assignments are going to close when they're due. If they're due on July 12th at 11:55, it's going to close July 12th at 11:55. You happen to miss it and you want it reopened, you have to reach out to me and I will reopen homework assignments for you. Okay. I want to make sure I got the days right. What I say in there, 5 days. I will give you 5 extra days at a 30% penalty. However, the quizzes, The answer for those quizzes are set to show after the due date, okay? Because after you take your 2 attempts, you're locked out. The very next day, when everybody's done, okay, when the due date's passed, you're supposed to be able to go back in there and look at your answers for those quizzes. So under no circumstances will I reopen the quiz. Okay, if you miss a quiz, you're just losing 10 points. I do not have it in my syllabus about an exam. I have it in there that they will not be allowed to make up the test and the grade will be a 0 for an unexcused absence. I said, especially in a 5-week class, I know sometimes things happen. I give you 2 days for the exams, okay? I'll open it up at midnight one night and you'll have a whole 48-hour window in order to take it. If you happen to miss one, if you email me and you want to make it up, I will usually give you somewhere between 18 and 24 hours to do so. And I will still charge that same 30% penalty that I did on your homework assignment one time, okay? If you try to do this on 2 exams, you're taking a 0 on the second exam per syllabus policy. But I do have a heart and I'll excuse you that one time. If something happens and you just missed, you got caught at work, your internet connection went down, something like that, okay? Doesn't matter what it is. You get one test where you can make it up late. And when I say you get 18 to 24 hours, it kind of depends. If you get a hold of me at 8 in the morning, I might say, okay, you got till midnight tonight to get it done. If you get a hold of me at 5 at night, 6 at night, and say, oh man, I just missed this, I'm so sorry. I might say, okay, get it done by noon tomorrow or 2 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. So that's how that's going to kind of work out. But believe me, in this 5-week class, things are going to be happening so rapidly that you really, I can't stress enough how important it is to stay on top of everything, because those 30% deductions add up quickly and you don't want to take a lot of them. Get those assignments in on time. Okay, I already talked about proctoring. Okay, our course calendar. As you can see, okay, so we have our chapters covered in each unit. Here we have our pages to read, because like some of these chapters, when we're going through, I am leaving lots of stuff out and kind of just mixing, pulling out what I think is important, especially when we get to like chapter 3, maybe some in chapter 5. Some of the chapters where the pages to read are kind of low. We're not going to go through the entire chapter. Okay, so I kind of pulled out, those are the pages that I got in pages to read is where your testable material is coming from. Okay, quiz and homework are always due at the same time at 11:55 on this due date. Okay, I know not everything's into your Canvas page, as I said so far. These due dates will not change for summer. Okay, and as I said, it's very fast paced. It's every 3 days. July 9th, chapter 1 and 2, as you can see, they're both the same because their homework and quiz are mixed together. Same as chapter 3 and 4. So 3 days, boom, quiz and homework due. 3 day, boom, quiz and homework due. 3 day, quiz and homework due. Unit 1 exam, it'll open on the 15th. It'll be due on the 16th. Okay, so you'll have the 15th and the 16th to take that exam. But then boom, from the 15th, 3 more days for chapter 7. 3 more days for chapter 8. 3 more days for chapter 12. Okay. So yeah, 3 days. That is the key word here. We are doing a chapter every 3 days. So unit 1, we're going to be talking about managerial costing with a manufacturing company, a job costing system, the difference between job costing and process costing, and doing activity-based costing, which is a type of job costing. Okay. In unit 2, we're going to kind of switch a little bit and we're going to start talking about decision making. Okay. We're looking at cost, volume, profit analysis. This is looking at our sales in order to make 0 profit or break even. How many sales dollars do we need to make to hit this profit? Okay, stuff like that. Tactical decision making and relevant analysis. So operational decisions. Okay, should we expand? Should we cut out this segment of the business? Should we continue making this part of our product in-house, or should we buy it from somebody else? Somebody's, should we accept the special order that somebody's offering us? Those type of decisions. Chapter 12 is capital investment decisions, so we're making long-term purchasing decisions. Okay, should we go out and buy this piece of equipment? Should we invest in this computer infrastructure? Those type of things. So that's unit 2. Unit 3 is all about budgeting. In chapter 9, we make the budgets. In chapter 2, we examine the budgets and find out why our budgets went wrong. And then chapter 14 and 15, they are not managerial accounting specific. They are kind of a cross between financial and managerial accounting. We're going to kind of go back, remember in financial where we talked about the 4 major statements. There was the balance sheet, the income statement, the retained earnings, statement of retained earnings, and then the statement of cash flows. So we're going to learn how to make a statement of cash flows because that's needed for decision makings for managers, but it's also a very important financial statement also. And then finally, we are going to do financial statement analysis, which is taking all those statements I just mentioned and analyzing them and kind of putting a big bow on accounting on why finding all these numbers and putting all these statements together, why it's important, and the type of decisions that are made from them. Okay. So I hope you're ready to work hard. I hope you're ready to learn some accounting. My biggest thing is I want you all to be successful. Okay, so that's why I take the time out and do what I do. I'm making all these videos where I do a lecture for each chapter and I put some handouts on there and I walk through them. I want to be accessible to you. So do not hesitate to email anytime you have a question. Okay, if you need an immediate answer, I may not always be able to answer your question, but I will be able to tell you when I can if you can send a text. Okay, but the only time I don't answer you is if I'm out on the golf course or I'm out taking my dog for a walk. Those are the 2 things that kind of keep me busy or sleeping. All right, sometimes I keep weird hours, especially in the summertime. All right, so that's all I got for you in this introductory video. Okay, so make sure you get onto Cengage as soon as possible. And I look forward to a great semester. And I won't see you, but hopefully you'll see me again soon.